Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Aaron Rich Mafo. Um, Today I'm going to take you through the application forms of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas Nursing Council. If you want to work in the Bahamas, in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas as a nurse, as a registered nurse, you need to apply to the council, be registered. The council needs to give you their certificates and their PIN before you can practice as a registered nurse in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So they have their official application forms, and that is what I'm going to go through with you today from page 1 up to page 14. So you need to stick with me right now. But what I want you to do is go down there, hit the subscription button and subscribe, so anytime I put any video, any updates or on nursing, general nursing in the Caribbean, you will be the first to see it, so that you'll be updated on how things are going in the Caribbean when it comes to nursing. So now, before you apply, you need to send the council a message. I will put email address over there. You need to send them a message that you want to be registered with their council, and they will send you the official forms. But all right, so this is the whole form. The whole form is from page 1 up to page 14. So when you apply to the council by sending them an email requesting to be registered with them, they are going to send you this official form. Yes. So this is the form. So this is what you are going to go through. You're not supposed to make any mistake on it, because the little mistake that you make on the form, the council can disqualify you. So you just have to be sure of what you are putting there. If you are not sure, you just have to find out and do the right thing. So the first page states all the documents that you need for this application. So the first one, as you can see, you have the birth certificate, and they've putting it into bracket notarized. So the birth certificate and a copy of your valid passport. These documents are a must. You need to notarize them. It's a must that you need to notarize these ones. But there are other documents that you need to notarize them as well. As we go on, you will get to know all those ones. So these are the documents that you need to get them ready. Your birth cert, copy of a valid passport. That is the photocopied. And mind you, to be on the safer side, all your photocopies that you are making should be in colored. Yes, make sure all your photocopies are in color photocopies. So birth certificate, copy of your valid passport. That is the bio part, the bio page of your passport, where your picture, your passport picture is. That is where you photocopy and you add it. The third item is your police clearance. So this one, you need to go to your security agency from your country, which mostly is the police. So when you go there, they will do all the security checks on you, and they will issue a certificate whether you don't have any criminal records with them. That one will show. And the next item is your medical report. This form comes with a medical form. When we get there, you will know that medical form. So you need to um, take it to a physician for the physician to do all the checks that he needs to do, all the medical examinations that he needs to do on you. Then after that, your physician will fill out the forms that comes with it. And you need one passport sized photograph. they have given the dimensions. The original one, 2 inches by 2 inches. So you need to have that in mind. And the next one is verification of registration. I've gotten a lot of emails from people asking me the verification of registration. The verification of registration is done by your mother nursing council. So if you are doing this from Ghana, it is done by Ghana NMC, Ghana Nurses and Midwifery Council. They will do the verification online to the Nursing Council of the Bahamas. So that one, it is done online. You just need to, I know of Ghana, for Ghana, you just need to go to the NMC, you pay the required fee that you need to pay, then you tell them the verification, where the verification is going to. You tell them it's coming to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. They will know how the verification will get here. So as you can see, that part they have um, they have stated beside it that please detach form and forward to each nursing school attended. So there's a part of the form that you will send to your school, and your school will fill that part, and your school is supposed to send it to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. When we get to that page, I will explain further. Your next one is the training school degrees. So here, if you have MSN, which is the masters, if you are adding that to this application, you need to tick that one. If you have BSN, bachelor's, you need to take that one too. If you have associate, you have to take that one. If you have a diploma, you take. If you have certificate, you take. So you tick the ones that you are using to apply for this application. The qualifications that you have, that is what you take there. Then current registration or current license. This one talks about your PIN, your nursing PIN. That is what they are talking about. So with that one, you do colored photocopy of the front page and the back. So you take whether it's active or inactive. But of course, you don't want to apply to a council with an inactive license. The license needs to be active before you can apply. So you take that side. And the next item is you need 3 references issued within the past 6 months. So the reference that they are going to give you shouldn't be more than 6 months. Yes. And these 3 references, we have first professional reference, we have second professional reference, and we have the character reference. So the first professional reference, you can get that one from your your in charge. I should say you're in charge in your department, who is in the nursing fraternity. So somebody that you've worked with, or somebody that you've worked under his or his supervision, you that person will give you the first professional reference. And the person, it doesn't need necessarily uh, have to be on a letterhead. The person is supposed to, and you, the applicant, is not supposed to know what the person is putting in for you. It's kind of confidential to the person, not you, the applicant. So the first professional reference can come from your in charge, your superior in your department, who is a nurse. And the second professional reference should come from either a physician or a medical officer, someone who is higher than you in the profession. And the character reference preferably should come from your religious head, being it your pastor or your church elder or something. Also, it can come from a leader, a known leader in your community. It can also come from a police officer, or yes, such people they can give you, but preferably I prefer a pastor, a religious leader for the character reference. Yes. And the next on the list is the application fee. The application fee, which is not refundable when you pay. They don't they yeah, they don't refund the application fee. So you can't say I have paid, but now I don't want to do it again. You are not going to get your money back. So the application fee is 170 US dollars. And with the Nursing Council of the Bahamas, they don't um, do online payment. You need to get somebody in the Bahamas. You send the person the money, and the person will go to the council and make payment on your behalf. Physical cash, they accept cash only. They don't accept online payment, or they don't do online payment for now. For now, yes. And the next one is summary of post-registration clinical experience. That one talks about after your nursing council has given you the PIN, or has given you the authority to practice as a registered nurse in your home country. The experience you have gained from that period up to now, that is the experience they are talking about. They are not talking about the experience whilst you were in training school. No, that one is not part of this summary of post-registration clinical experience. Post-registration clinical experience after your registration with your home council, when you have gotten your after you got your PIN, all the working experience that you have gotten. That is what they are talking about. And that side, when we get there, I will explain further to you. Okay, so let's go. So you can see you need to read the following instructions carefully before you start. So it comes with the A, the B, the C, and the D. So when you have time, you read all those things. And as you can see at the A, with the A section, the last line says, please note all documents must be certified by a licensed attorney or notary public. From the beginning, it said your birth cert and your passport. But here you can see that it's saying all documents must be certified by a licensed attorney or notary public. So all documents that they are talking about are the the passport, your birth certificate, your NMC certificate, your NMC PIN, your school certificate. So if you are applying with two schools, you need to notarize all the certificates that you got from both schools. And you need to notarize your NMC certificate that they gave you, and you need to notarize your PIN, your active PIN. You need to notarize that one too. And if you have a marriage certificate, you need to notarize that one as well. So let's go on. This are all part of the things that you're supposed to note. You see, they've written it boldly here. Please note that the application fee is non-refundable, as I told you earlier on. Yes. And take note of the E. It says all references must. You see, they've bolded the must and they have underlined it, meaning it's very crucial to them. So all references must be submitted in sealed envelopes. one of which must be from a nursing supervisor. So here they are telling you where it should come from, as I told you earlier on. So from a nursing supervisor who is your in charge. The other professional reference may be obtained from either a nursing leader. A nursing leader here means in Ghana I would say DDNS. Yes, in Ghana I would say DDNS. So a nursing leader, a DDNS, can do the second reference for you, or a physician or medical officer supposed to do the second one for you. But the first one, the first reference, which is from your nursing supervisor, that one you can use the hospital stamp if the supervisor doesn't have his or her personal stamp. But when it comes to the nursing leader or the physician or the medical officer, they should stamp the reference with their personal stamps. That one is not the institution's stamp. They should use their personal ones. Yeah. So, and the character reference may be obtained from a religious or community leader. You stated there. If married, give maiden name. It's clear. Your date of birth, your place of birth, your nationality, your phone number. Your phone number, you put your local phone number there, the phone number that you are using now. Your home address, you put your home address. Permanent postal address, you put your permanent postal address there. And the permanent postal address, you use box address or your home address if somebody wants to send you something via courier service. The address you give the person, you can put that one here. And you put the number 9 email address. You put your email address, and you put number 10 name of training school. So here you can see it had only two lines, this line and this line. And some of you may be applying, and some of you may be applying with two schools or even three schools. So in such case, you have to number the schools. So number 1, school so so and so. Number 2, school so so and so. And number 3, you make sure all the schools, you can write it. You make sure you squeeze them there so that in that two line space that they've given it there. Address of training school. So if you have two schools or three schools, you make sure you squeeze their address there. So if you put number 1, let's say you put number 1, Nabita Nursing Training College. When you come here, you do same thing. Number 1, Nabita Nursing Training College. You put the address there. Number 2, you put the address there. Number 3, you put the address. If the school is only 1, you just put there. If there are 2, you put all of them there. Then period of training, exact date. So you put the exact date from and to. You see the space there is small. So you have to squeeze. So if your schools are 2, you do number 1 from this to this. Number 2 from this time to this time. You make sure you squeeze it for all of them to fill in that little space over there. And number 13, have you applied for employment in the Bahamas? That one is individual. If you have applied for any job in the Bahamas, you state there. If yes, please give the names of all agencies you have applied to. In the Bahamas, they have agencies that they they employ. They have the public hospital authorities, and we have the public health authorities, and we have the private sectors as well. So you put the agency there if you have applied, but if you have not, you give your answer there, yes or no. Yes. So you put either yes or no over there. So the page 3, no, okay, this is the page 4. So we come to page 4. So the page 4 is your giving your school the authority to send your document to the Bahamas Nursing Council. Yes. So it says, I hereby request the council to enter my name by council. I forward herewith my application and processing fee, and I promise in the event of my being registered to be bound by and to conform in all respects to the regulations for the time being in force. You put your signature and you put a date. So this one, you do that part. Then your passport picture, you don't staple it in the forms. You just have to get that little office pin that you can just clip it. You can just clip it with it. So that is what you do. But you don't make holes in the picture. Don't make holes in the picture with clippers. Yes, that is what it means by you don't have to staple it. Yes. Or you don't need to paste it. You just have to attach it. You don't need to paste it. Yes. And here it says that note the copy of your certificate of registration, that is your certificate from NMC, must be certified to be a true copy by an attorney or a notary public. So this one, not only the certificate, you need your PIN as well. So I stated all the documents that you need to notarize already. So you don't have any problem with that. And here the rest here, form to be returned to the Registrar Nursing Council Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Yes. So when you sign all these parts from page 1 up to this part, you are going to send them to the Bahamas. We are not done. So this one is office use. The council, this place, you don't touch it. The council will use this side. Yes. So this is page 5. Page 5, the appendix. This is where summary of post-registration clinical experience completed comes in. So here, as I explained earlier, this is talking about your experience gain after your registration or after acquiring your PIN, your nursing PIN from your home country to practice in your country as a registered nurse. So from that time, the experience that you have gained, that is what they are talking about here. So you put the date when you started and when you completed. The institution here mostly will be the hospitals. So you put the name of the hospitals here. And here is talking about the clinical area. The clinical area is the department in which you've worked or in which you got the experience from. So let's say you started so and so, and the institution is Nabita Hospital. Then the clinical area is medical, or surgical or medical or pediatric or maternity or theater or any area that you work, that is where you put. So if you've gained experience, maybe you did rotations in the hospitals. So the period in which you stayed in a particular department, you put there and you indicate there. So it goes on throughout all this section. So now this is the number 6. So number 6 is the authorization side. You are authorizing your school or wherever or whoever is releasing your information to the Nursing Council of the Bahamas. You need to authorize them. You need to give them that authorization that, okay, this is me. I want you to send this my document to this place. So you need to sign for legal implications. So you put your name in this section. After putting your name, you make sure you read and you understand what you are signing. And but this is just giving your school or whoever authority to send your things to the Bahamas. So you sign both of the forms because um, we are going to enter into confidential issues, official stuff about you. So you need to give the authorization before they can do it. So you put your name here, you sign, you put your date. For the social security number, if you don't have social security number, like Ghana, we don't have social security number. So you put NA, N slash A, not applicable. You put the you put your date of birth. So whatever you do to this section, you've seen this line divides this form. It's the same thing, but this divides them. So you sign here, whatever you do here, you do the same thing here. One, then you add this to your school. The forms that you are sending to your school, you add that one to your school. So when you add it to your school, this form by sending, your school will divide this part into two. Your school will keep one and they will send one to the Nursing Council of the Bahamas, or they will add one to your documents that they are sending to the council. So the page 7 is the confidential medical report. So this one, you detach this part, the medical part, then you send it to the physician. That one, the credit hours may be qualified for the application. Yes. So bear that in mind. So with this section, section A, this section A is for you, the applicant. You will fill this section. You have to complete this section. And it says type or print in ink. Preferably, you have to write it in block letters and with black pen and with black ink. If you have done it and you did it with blue ink, it doesn't matter. But moving forward, use black ink. So you, the applicant, will fill the A, you fill the section A, then the A, which is your name of applicant. So you put your name there, the first name, your middle name, all your names that you have. You put your mailing address. So your street, you put your street name. The city, you put your city there. The state or the province. So in Ghana, you have Greater Accra, Eastern Region. This one talks about the region. This one talks about your street. This one talks about the city. So the city is either Accra, Tema, Koforidia, or what have you. You put there your date of birth. Type of nursing qualification, please circle as appropriate. So if you send this one, if you are sending this particular one to the place that you did diploma, you have to circle the diploma. If you are sending this one to where you did the degree, you circle the degree. If you are sending this one to where you did the certificate, you circle the certificate. This is the post-basic qualification. Please specify. This is where the specialties comes in. So if what you did was a degree, because people did degree in psychiatry, degree in what have you. So when you circle your degree, your bachelor's, you put that one here. The specific You specify where you did the area in which you did the bachelor's. If you have any other, you specify there. If you don't, you leave it blank as it is. Admission to nursing program. So this one, they are looking for the month and the year, the place in which you are sending this one, the form, this particular form, whether your degree, university, or your diploma nursing training college. The month and the year, you state it there. Then here is the month and the year of graduation, length of training and everything. You put everything, the mailing address of your training school, you put it there. We don't have postal or zip code, so you leave it blank or you put N/A, then you put everything there. Then your email address. This one is not your email address, this is the school's email address. You put the school's email address there. After that, you sign this. I authorize my school nursing blah 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 to release to release the information requested to the Nursing Council of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. You sign and you put date. So this one is almost the same as the authorization form, the first one, that one that came on the other page. So you sign the two. Still, when you sign this, you add that one to it. Then, so after this part, the section A is for you. You fill and you sign wherever you're supposed to sign, and you add the section B to the section A that you have written on it. But the section B is not for you. You are not going to write anything on the section B. Don't fill the section B part. The section B part is for your school, your nursing school or your training school. All this part is for your school. The section B is for your school, it's not for you to fill. All this part. So after everything, your school, the person that filled this in the name of director of training school, that person will fill this side, put a date, and put the school seal or stamp. This one should be the school seal or the stamp over there. So that is all that you need to know about the application for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas Nursing Council. So bear in mind, you, the applicant, will fill the section A. The applicant will fill the section A and attach it to the section B part. The section B part, you, the applicant, have no business over there. All you have to do is to print it out or make a photocopy, add it to the section A that you have filled, and send it to your school and tell your school that you want to do verification. They should send your transcript and your credit hours, fill this form, and send it to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. The address that your school and you personally are supposed to use, I'm going to put the address on the screen after this so that you will know which address to use. And after all this, the part that you are going to send should be sent via DHL or FedEx. Or better still, it should be by courier service from your home country to the Bahamas in a sealed envelope. Yes. So this is the application for the Nursing Council Commonwealth of the Bahamas. If you want to practice in the Bahamas as a registered nurse, this is the form you need to fill and submit to the council. So after completing this form with the references, all the references that you need and everything, then you will send your part, and the part that you will send to the school, you the school is going to send it to the council, not you. The school will send it to the council, but with the references. The references, when they are done, they have to individually put them in an envelope and seal the envelope with their stamp or their seal and give it to you. You will go for it because you are going to post it to the council, not them. They are not posting it. You are going to post the references. So when they finish, they should seal it and give it back to you. The medicals too, same. When they finish, they should put it in an envelope, seal it, put a seal on it, and give it to you. So when you get all these items, you add your notarized document with the forms that you personally you have filled. You put all of them in a big brown envelope. You seal it. You put the address on it. Then you post it via DHL or FedEx or any courier service in your or in your home country to the Bahamas. I will give the address that you need to use at the end of the video. Okay, thank you very much. And don't forget to subscribe as I'm going to give you more videos on other issues when applications are open for employment. I'll put them here. I'll make videos and put them here. All the private hospitals and clinics that we have in the Bahamas, or the public hospitals that we have, how the government recruits nurses to work in the Bahamas. I'm going to make separate videos for all those. So just subscribe to the channel so that you get alert whenever I drop any video. Okay, thank you very much for watching and have a blessed day. Bye bye.